What if the sun burst? Could Earth survive a super solar flare? The sun is the heart of our solar system, keeping us warm, powering life on Earth, and providing the light we depend on. But what would happen if the sun suddenly erupted in a catastrophic burst of energy? Could our planet survive a super solar flare, or would we be wiped out in an instant? Let's explore what might happen if the sun decided to throw a tantrum. Why did the sun go to therapy? It had too many flare-ups. What is a solar flare? A solar flare is a massive burst of energy released by the sun, emitting intense radiation across the electromagnetic spectrum. These flares can last from minutes to hours and release more energy than the Earth uses in an entire year. Solar flares are commonly associated with sunspots and coronal mass ejections, CMEs, which can affect Earth if powerful enough. The types of solar flares, from minor to supercharged solar flares, are categorized based on their intensity, ranging from Class C, low intensity, to Class 10, extremely intense. An X-class flare is the strongest, capable of disrupting satellite communications, power grids, and even affecting human health. A super solar flare, an extreme event, would cause widespread devastation on Earth, unlike anything we've experienced in recorded history. The electromagnetic storm, the immediate effects. If a massive solar flare were to hit Earth, it would trigger an intense electromagnetic storm. This could cause the disruption of electrical systems, satellite communications, GPS services, and other crucial infrastructure. Power grids could be knocked out for months, and modern civilization would struggle to function without electricity. Planes could lose navigational systems, and entire countries could be in blackout. Impact on satellite systems, communication breakdown. The most immediate effect of a solar flare would be on satellites in orbit. These satellites are vulnerable to radiation from solar flares, which could cause them to malfunction or even fail entirely. Global positioning systems, GPS, would stop working, affecting everything from navigation to agriculture. Communications would break down, making it difficult to stay connected with the outside world. The effect on power grids. A global blackout. A strong solar flare could induce a geomagnetic storm on Earth, which would create electrical currents in the ground. These currents could flow into power grids and cause transformers to fail. A widespread power outage could last for weeks or even months, disrupting not only homes but also critical services such as hospitals, water supply, and law enforcement. Harmful radiation. The danger to humans. Although Earth's atmosphere and magnetic field provide protection from most of the harmful radiation released during solar flares, a massive solar flare could still pose a danger to astronauts in space. A large enough flare might even affect the health of people on Earth, potentially causing radiation poisoning. High doses of radiation could harm human cells, increasing cancer risks over time. Global temperature changes. A temporary chill. A solar flare could briefly affect Earth's temperature. While a single flare wouldn't drastically alter global temperatures, a series of intense solar flares might have a cumulative cooling effect on the planet. This would be due to the particles and gases released, which could temporarily block sunlight. In extreme cases, this cooling effect might trigger a mini ice age, altering weather patterns. Disrupted communications. A tech crisis. Without satellites, telecommunications would be severely impacted. The internet, mobile phones, and even radio transmissions would be affected. Global communication systems rely on satellites to transmit data, and their failure would lead to a breakdown in connectivity. Entire industries, including finance, entertainment, and healthcare, could grind to a halt, leading to widespread chaos. The long-term effects on infrastructure. A massive solar flare could damage the infrastructure that modern society relies on, including transportation, banking systems, and the internet. Repairing these systems would be incredibly challenging, especially without electricity. The ability to restart power grids could take months, and the economic cost of such an event would be staggering, with billions of dollars in damage. Farming and food supply. A global crisis. Solar flares can also disrupt the Earth's climate in unexpected ways, and the effects could be felt in agriculture. Disruptions to weather patterns, such as cooler temperatures or shifts in rainfall, could cause crop failures. The longer-term impact on food supply would be devastating, leading to shortages and increased prices for basic commodities. People would struggle to find enough food to survive. Could we prepare for a super solar flare? While scientists are aware of the potential for solar flares, we currently have no technology capable of preventing or mitigating their effects. There is research into solar weather forecasting, which can help predict when flares are most likely to occur. However, the unpredictability of a solar flare's intensity and timing makes it difficult to prepare for such an event on a global scale. The best we can do is monitor the sun closely. The solar storm of 1859, a historical warning. In 1859, a solar storm known as the Carrington event hit Earth and caused widespread disruptions, including telegraph outages and sparks from electrical wires. If a similar storm occurred today, the impact would be much more severe, due to our dependence on modern technology. The Carrington event is often cited as a reminder of how vulnerable we are to solar activity. Will the sun eventually destroy Earth? While a massive solar flare is dangerous, it's not the most catastrophic event the sun could cause. In about 5 billion years, the sun will eventually exhaust its nuclear fuel, expanding into a red giant and likely swallowing Earth. Before that, though, the sun's gradual increase in temperature will make Earth too hot to support life. But until then, solar flares remain a threat to our technology and infrastructure. A super solar flare could cause widespread disruptions to life on Earth. From damaged power grids to communication breakdowns, the consequences of such an event would be catastrophic. While we can't prevent solar flares, understanding their impact helps us prepare for the possibility of a tech-driven apocalypse. Although these events are rare, they remind us of our dependence on technology and the vulnerability of modern civilization. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe for more.